What up, fam? What it is? I got some funky drums. King Sunny Ade and his African beats. And this is from the album Synchrosystem. And if you're interested in music, want to hear a little tidbit about Synchrosystem, hang out till the end. I'm going to tell you a little story about it. For right now, I'm back. And what I got going is some mainstream designer samples. These are mainstream designer samples of frags I have never tried. And ones that I probably should have. So these are ones that I've been meaning to check out and haven't had a chance to over the years. And they're mainstream. They're big time ones that you've heard of probably. So I'm going to try out a few of these and get some first impressions. Let's see. Here's Givenchy Gentleman. Never smelled that. Here's Le Male. This is from the 2006 batch, from the original batch. So I'm excited to try that one. What else we got? Platinum Water. Sauvage Elixir. But somehow, I have never tried Sauvage Elixir. Now let's see, this is Guilty. This is Gucci Guilty. Let's see, Amen. That's probably one I should know what that smells like. Le Male Elixir. Wahan. Okay, I think that's probably good. We'll do these 5. Actually, let me switch one because I wanted to try this Le Male Elixir. We'll do that instead of the Gucci or whatever this is. Givenchy Gentleman. All right, so I got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get some strips. How's everybody doing? Scent of the day is Vintage Ombre Sultan. I'm putting in some wares. I just gotta, fill out my notes a little bit on all these ambers. We'll be there very soon as far as the amber roundup is going. I just wanted to put a few more wares in and get some notes, and I'll be ready. And this is going to be, speaking of the amber roundup real quick, this is going to be an informed review of, last time I counted 16 ambers, 16 or 17 ambers. This is going to be an informed analysis, not a first impression, not a scent of the day. These are informed, this is an informed analysis. I've worn the perfumes and I've taken notes on them. So I know them very well. And so the amber roundup is going to be a little bit more informed than the videos I usually put out. I usually keep it breezy, say, scent of the day. This is what I'm wearing. This is what's going on with it. Or just like, these are my impressions of this. Well, this is going to be well informed. So the amber roundup is coming up and it's going to be good, guys. It's going to be a good source of information for y'all, especially those of you interested in amber. All right, let's try some of these. I'm going to start here. 2006 Le Male. Now this was the famous perfume, perfumed by Francis Kurkdjian, that has been so popular for the past 20 years. Interesting, it's floral. More floral than I expected. Soapy and clean. Very nice freshy. That is, if I was into these kind of fragrances, I would probably wear this. I'm going to label these though, so I can come back to them. So this is Le Male. All right, let's move it along. I'm going to save the Sauvage Elixir because they say that's pretty strong. I have not tried it somehow, believe it or not, over all these years. Here we have Gucci Guilty, the OG Gucci Guilty. Never smelled this. Never smelled it. Ooh, I'm getting it in the air. This is like freaking, this is some bubble gum. Oh my God. It's fruity and it's sweet and fruity and maybe a little powdery. This is, and I'm getting some florals. It's not bad, I guess. It's not bad. I'm starting to see a theme though. These things, they're all kind of like mega freshies. I guess that's what's popular. Are these mega freshy. So that's Gucci Guilty. What else we got here? That one smells all right, actually. I got some on my hand from spraying that, and I don't hate it. Put it that way. Let's see. This is Amen. This is the OG Amen. People be talking about this a lot. Never smelled it. And now I'm going to be informed a little bit. I always know what they smell like. Oh. Okay. This one's a little darker. There was something like dark and sweet off the bat. It's sweet. It's definitely like a deep, like a darker, heavier fragrance a little bit. Than compared to the last two at least. What am I getting? Is that neroli? Maybe like there's something broy in here. Like sometimes I think ginger comes off broy. It's pretty good. I don't know. It's kind of, there's a sweetness that is kind of really strange. I don't know about that one. Let's see. That is Amen. Amen. We'll come back through and smell these again here in a second. There's Amen. Next, we got Le Male Elixir. This is that gold and black bottle that you see. It was very popular a few years ago. And, you know, people on Fragrance Swap this is a very popular fragrance. A lot of people talking. I feel like I have smelled this, actually. I may have smelled this in the in like a Sephora. It smells like Sephora. It's definitely richer, the elixir is. This reminds me of something. What is it? This is reminding me of like something I used to wear. Like Stronger With You, maybe. Kind of reminded me of that. Something I used to wear reminds me of that. So sweeter, darker, kind of more of a winter take there. And finally, Sauvage Elixir. Sauvage Elixir. Here we go. This is the hype beast. This has been mega hype for years and years. This is Johnny Depp's fragrance. Johnny Depp's line. Oh my God, wait, okay. Oh, it's interesting actually. It's actually, this might be my favorite of them. It has like more body. It's like sweet, almost like bubblegummy, but not, you know. I use bubblegummy as kind of a diss, but this one is the best, I think, of the ones I've tried here. I don't know if I'd wear it still, but anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna let those kind of rest for a minute. Let's see, today's scent of the day is Ombre Sultan, the vintage version. And I did a comparison a while back of this and the current formulation, and I've developed some more thoughts on it. So I probably will have to do a follow-up video on that. And, you know, the more I do this, the more I realize that first impressions are pretty useless, you know, because it takes time to wrap your head around some fragrances. Some fragrances are more accessible, like these ones I'm looking at. It is what it is. They smell good. But some more complicated fragrances take time to process. A lot of times I'll shoot at first impressions, turn off the video, and then get ideas or thoughts, you know. So first impressions are kind of silly. They're fun to do, but all right. So let's go through these one more time. We got Le Male first, 2006. It's the original. This is the one that blew Francis Kirchen up. It's very light, kind of floral. It's very, very kind of pretty. Not something I would wear. All right, we got Gucci Guilty. Maybe these just smell like, it smells like I'm Christmas shopping or something like that. These are just, and there are these displays everywhere with colognes for dad. This is what it smells like. This shit is just, it's so mainstream. I'm so like better than mainstream. I'm such a hipster. Let's see. What's this one? Amen. I don't really care for this one. For some reason. It's already pretty faint. Not a big fan of Amen. What's this one? This is the Le Male Elixir. Bolder. Broier. There's something in here, like, I want to say ginger. There's like some broy ingredient that gets in some of these. And Sausage Elixir. My favorite of the 5. And I guess, you know, they're hyped. They're hyped for a reason. They're pretty good overall, you know, for what they are. Mainstream freshy. Definitely not my bag, baby. Not my thing. But now I know what some of these smell like. So now I am a little more informed. When I read people talking about Le Male Elixir, we'll know exactly what they're talking about. So, King Sunny Ade from Africa. And there's this band out. You might have heard of Fish. Fish is a jam band. And the guitar player, his name is Trey Anastasio, and he is a true beast. And I watched an interview with him. You know, musicians use a metronome a lot to warm up and practice. We use metronomes a lot to help us. And Trey did this interview where he says he doesn't warm up with a metronome. He warms up with Synchro System by King Sunny Ade. That's what we're listening to, Synchro System. So it's kind of like a living metronome. You know, metronomes can be so sterile. You know, it's like working with a robot. But Trey practices with Synchro System, which is like more human. And it's just really interesting as a musician who practices and uses a metronome daily to hear that Trey uses this album. Alrighty, fam. I gotta get back to work. Gotta get back to work wearing these ambers. I'm gonna go ahead and punch out now, alright? Peace.